So these researchers, they decided to use these really sophisticated computer simulations, what's called in silico research, to see if taurine might be interacting with SOST in a way that could actually affect bone formation.
In silico research. That sounds like something straight out of a sci-fi movie. So can you explain what that actually means in like simple terms?
Well, it's not science fiction, but it is pretty cutting edge. Basically, it's like building a virtual laboratory inside of a computer. So they create these 3D models of molecules, and then they use super powerful software to simulate how those molecules interact with each other at like an atomic level. It's almost like having this incredibly high-powered microscope that lets you see the dance of molecules in motion.
So instead of mixing chemicals in test tubes, they're running these virtual experiments on a computer. What did they find when they virtually introduced taurine to this SOST protein?
The simulations actually revealed that taurine does bind to SOST, but not in the same way that current osteoporosis drugs do. It binds to a different site on the protein, and this type of binding is called allosteric binding. So taurine, by binding to this other site, it might actually be able to change the overall shape of SOST and then indirectly interfere with its ability to slow down bone formation.
It's more like a clever strategy to outsmart SOST. I like it. But how confident can we be that this virtual interaction is actually happening in the real world?
Yeah, that's the big question, right? And it's important to remember that these are still in silico findings. They still need to be validated with experiments, in living cells and eventually human trials.